And let's go ahead and turn our work 0 on. So now all of the coordinates that we generate from post-processing will be measured from this point on the outer face of the stock, okay? If you'll notice, we extended it a little bit past the part diameter and a little bit past the diameter, the outer diameter. Okay, so our first operation, we're going to do a roughing, and we're going to just rough out the outside as much as we can. So we're going to go to turning. And Joe, if there's any questions there, feel free to stop me and we'll explain further. I'm going to be going relatively slow so you can make sure you keep up, and let's keep going. So we're going to do a roughing, okay? And for our insert, we're going to be using the diamond insert OD forward. OD forward means we're doing an outside diameter, and the tool is facing forward, meaning it's coming in this direction, okay? And let's go to the feeds and speeds. We're not going to be setting any feeds and speeds. I know these are really high for turning, but just go by your best practices and your recommended feeds and speeds based on your machine manufacturer and the material, obviously. So we're going to go straight into the global parameters here for roughing. And we're not going to select any containment. We're going to let it find as much as it can to get rid of. And we're going to leave the tolerance set to 1,000. Stock is set to 10 thousandths. Okay, let's go over here to the roughing tab. We're going to be doing offset cuts. So it's going to be following the profile. And everything else looks good there. Entry and exit. We can leave those to the defaults. 062 for the approach, 062 for the retract, and 45-degree angle. Sorry, that's the entry, approach and entry. This is the departure and retract. So 062, 45 angle set for both of those. The clearance, we have it set to automatic, okay? And let's go ahead and set that to clearance plane. And for advanced parameters, we'll go ahead and do some arc fitting. Let's turn our toolpath on. Okay, so here is our roughing operation. It's an offset toolpath, and let's go ahead and just simulate that. Let me speed that up a little bit. As you can see, the tool is approaching from the left to the right to the left. It's an OD forward insert. Speed that up a little bit. As you can see, it couldn't get to this back side. Okay, so there is our roughing toolpath. It didn't get all the way into the groove, obviously, so we're going to rough and finish that separately. Okay, so let's go back over here, and we're going to do another roughing. This time we're going to rough out this back side, okay? So for that, we're going to need to change the insert to an OD backward. So now the tool is going to be approaching on this angle here, okay? So then it's going to be coming in and dragging and coming in and dragging, or from up here and dragging, actually. So we're going to go ahead and let's check our feeds and speeds, the global parameters. Okay. And just one second. Okay, so we're going to select 2 points on our profile, and we're going to set our object snap to near. Okay, so we're going to select points that actually on the curve itself. Okay, so we're going to pick a point up here to start. So the first point you pick is going to be the entry point, and the second point you pick is going to be the exit point. So we're going to go a little bit past the back of our part. Okay, and let's go to the roughing tab. See, make sure we got over here. We got linear cuts this time. We can set that to offset. And we have our cut direction set to positive. Top of our cut, we're going to use the top of the stock to start cutting. And our depth per cut is 50 thousandths. Okay. And entry and exit. This is a little tricky because it's on the back side. So we're going to change these parameters here. We're going to set this to 0 for our approach. And we're going to set our engage approach to 0. We're going to set our angle to 0. Basically, we want to limit the tool from doing unnecessary moves, when it approaches and retracts. So it's just going to come in and start cutting at the point and then extract at the end point. So we got all these set to 0. And for the exit, we'll go ahead and set this to 0.5. Okay. And our angle here is at 45 and our departure is at 0.5. And clearance, let's look at the clearance. We're going to be using automatic. Okay. And we'll select clearance plane there. For our advanced cut parameters, we'll perform some arc fitting. Okay. So the turn roughing, the tolerance for roughing, we leave it set at 1 thousandths. The stock is 10 thousandths. Okay. So what it did here is it created a roughing toolpath on the back side. Okay. As you recall from the previous roughing, we had actually already roughed it down almost all the way to the diameter. So it couldn't find anything to remove there. So it just removed the back side. Let's go ahead and simulate that so you can see the difference in the OD backward. So you see the tool, the insert is positioned in the opposite direction to get the back side of the part. And it's doing its roughing operation. We'll go ahead and let that finish. Okay. Okay, so let's go back over here. So now we got the outside roughed out. So now we're going to do some OD finishing on the outside. Similar to how we did the roughing, we're going to have to split this up into 2 parts. We're going to do this main part with our forward-facing insert, the back part with the backward-facing insert. So let's go into turn finishing. Okay, we're going to be using our OD forward insert. So we're going to do this front side first. The insert is going to be facing in this direction. Okay. For our global parameters, we have it set to outer diameter. That's important. You can select the front facing or outer diameter. We're not doing the front facing yet. We're doing the outside diameter. And we're going to crank this tolerance up to another 1/10 of a thousandth. Our stock is 0. Okay. And what we're going to do here is we're going to pick 2 points. Okay. And we're going to select, we're going to go all the way on the front here, and we're going to finish all the way down to this point over here. Okay. And then for our finishing parameters, we're just going to do, we're not going to have any multiple passes. We're going to do 1 pass. So you'll see that it started here on the front face and it ran the whole length of the part and stopped here. Now, for some reason, I'm not really sure why it doesn't go all the way down and try to get that, but that's fine because we're going to be doing our back side. So let's go ahead and simulate that. So here is our finishing pass. It's taking that 50 thousandths of material away. Let's go ahead and speed this up a little bit. Okay, so let's go ahead and do our, going to be going a little bit faster. So let's do another finishing. And for this finishing, we're going to be, just 1 second. For our global parameters, we're going to go ahead and pick 2 points again. We're going to pick a point here and a point here. And again, make sure your object snap is set to nearest, and it'll snap to that profile. Okay, so we got that. Let's increase this. Our stock is set to 0. Our advanced cut parameters, we're going to do some arc fitting. Finishing parameters, we're not going to do anything there. And for clearance, we're going to set that to automatic. And we're going to set that to skim. Okay. And actually, we're going on the outside, so we can probably set that to